All right, guys, back again with the new release. We're talking about Pearl, which is the prequel to X. And X is the horror movie that came out this year, set in the 70s, about a group of porn stars making porn, and these old people that own the property want to screw them and kill them. So, and that's the plot of X, which I loved X. I thought it was fantastic. It was so fun, so ridiculous, so incredibly entertaining. I loved X. I really want to buy it and watch it again, especially since I just watched Pearl, which Pearl is the prequel, like I said. It is about the titular character Pearl, who is the old lady in X, but this is set in 1918, and it's just showing that this character Pearl goes through this crazy breakdown and goes absolutely psycho and is insane and an insane killer. Like, it's really, really fun. The biggest thing I'm going to give this movie is Mia Goth is fantastic, and she was fantastic in X as Pearl in X, and also Maxine, the two characters that are totally different in the first movie in X. But in this movie, she just plays Pearl, young Pearl. And this performance is genuinely fantastic, and I really like her in a lot of stuff. I think she's a great actress. Suspiria 2018, I thought of that. And Cure for Wellness, she was great in. She does really great in horror, and I really love seeing her. I hope that she really has found her footing. I hope that she does horror for a long time. This performance is so ranged, where you've got this character who on a dime becomes a crazy psycho, but then also you feel so much sympathy for her, or empathy for her, because this character, and I'm going to keep this pretty vague, pretty spoiler free, this character lives in a place where she didn't want to live. She has parents who she doesn't like, which, I mean, that's most kids with their parents. Like, they don't want to live with their parents. But this instance, it's different because of what these parents are, for Pearl. And all Pearl wants to do is become a Hollywood star, a singer, or a dancer. She wants to be a dancer, and she wants to be famous. And it's like being on this farm is keeping her here, and she can't get what she wants. So the thing I love about this performance is, like I said, it's so arranged, where this character goes from insane psycho to incredibly sympathetic. There is a scene in this movie where, I'm not going to give any context to it, but be prepared, because there's a scene where Mia Goth talks on camera for 5 minutes, and it is incredibly fantastic. It gives you everything that this character is feeling, everything that this character is doing, why this character is this way that the character is. It's so fantastically well done. And I love that. I also love that the movie, since it's set in 1918, it feels like one of those Technicolor musicals, but it never becomes a musical. It has the grand, sweeping, epic music, which you would hear from, like, say, The Sound of Music or Oklahoma or stuff like that, where it's grand and operatic, and it's really good music. The musical score is really good, and it's Tyler Bates. Again, it might not be Tyler Bates, it might be Bear McCreary. I can't remember. It's one of the two. Blanking, but it's one of those two, I think, that did the score. Score is incredible. Sorry, I forgot which one did it, but love the score. This movie is marketed as an extremely gory movie, and it is. But the thing I really liked about this is it really was a movie where you really did care about the characters. And like in most slashers, you kind of want to just see the gore. But in this, it really did a fantastic job of just building up how this character breaks and how she goes psycho. Not to say there isn't any gore throughout the movie, there definitely is, but man, it's a good build-up to the ending of the movie, and the movie really is fantastic. And also, without saying anything, the credits is incredibly hilarious and haunting and just a thing I will remember forever. Like, it's just so awesome with these ending credits. The movie isn't really a surprising movie, but I thought that it was entertaining as hell. And again, speaking of the gore, I've got to refer to the gore in this as well. Really top notch, but like I said, it builds up to it, and it builds up to it fantastically. Whenever you see some of these gory moments in this movie, I just laughed because they're so brutal and so visceral, but they just are so funny in the context of just how the movie uses that, and it just uses that so well. I really, really love the movie. I thought it was so great. Ty West, I think, is a great director. I have not seen all of his stuff. I have not seen Cabin Fever 2. I have not seen, I think he did one movie before that. And there's a movie that he did that was a Western, I think. But I have seen House of the Devil, Innkeepers, X, Pearl. And I think that's all I've seen of his. But I loved all his movies. The Innkeepers was the one that I thought was the least out of all these four, but I really still thought that one was good, and still a lot of good things about it. But I think that looking at the movies as a whole, like, I think X is probably my favorite now, and then probably Pearl. Now I'm just saying it now. I'm guessing that's my second favorite. Then House of the Devil, then The Innkeepers. But yeah, this one was so entertaining, and just how they executed it. It's just such a fantastic movie. It was just such a surprise too, because it was just revealed in the end credits of X that he did a prequel to that, and it was just such a quick surprise, and it was filmed concurrently during X. And then you now have another one coming out. You got the sequel, Maxine, which is the sequel to X. Again, starring Mia Goth as Maxine, which I am so excited for, because these two are fantastic movies, a fantastic double feature. And looking at the visual cues from X versus this, like, they've got so many similarities because it's the same locations, and they've got some great callbacks to each one, and I really love that as well. But it really got me. One of my favorite movies of the year so far is Pearl. Really fantastic. Love the hell out of it. Can't wait for Maxine. And yeah, I'm really, really glad that this was awesome. I really am glad that we got an awesome prequel. So that's it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.